Hello, my name is Len Baer, also known as @PSardonicus on Twitter, and this is Havana Syndrome Media Update for July 16, 2022. On July 14th, the office of Senator Susan Collins, issued a press release announcing that Senator's proposal cleared Intelligence Committee, which includes, among other things, ensuring continued support to the victims of anomalous health incidents, Havana Syndrome, and maintaining continued oversight over investigations into the causes of anomalous health incidents. From my personal communication with Senator Collins' office, she remains intentionally deaf to the voices of civilians attacked domestically and diagnosed with the same condition as the diplomats. This is nothing less than blatant discrimination that makes members of the general public de facto second-class citizens as opposed to the members of intelligence community and federal employees. Shame on you, Senator. And shame on all elected officials who have been confronted with evidence of newer weapons being used against civilians and dismissed it. This is really not a bipartisan issue. This is a moral issue. It's nothing less than a torture, and I question your moral foundation. Speaking of torture, there's a new rapporteur on torture and other cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment at the United Nations. Dr. Alice Joel Edwards from Australia, who replaces previous rapporteur Dr. Niels Mesner. Her appointment was announced on July 8th, and her tenure begins on August 1st. Currently, she's an adjunct faculty member at Oxford University in International Human Rights Law. You can read more about Dr. Edwards' work in the link provided in the description of this video. I expect Dr. Edwards to continue work of Dr. Mesner in investigating use of neuroweapons against civilians. And finally, an update from the Twitterverse. Today, I would like to feature the queen of Havana Syndrome denialism herself, Natalie Shore, who writes for New Republic, among other publications. Natalie's position can be best summarized by her June 29th tweet, and I quote, "I always emphasized that microwave weapons are hooey." To dissect this profound statement, we go to Merriam-Webster. Hooey, informal, means nonsense. Ever since I noticed Natalie's dedicated work around this subject, I try to understand whether her position includes rejection of directed pulsed microwaves as the most plausible hypothesis for Havana Syndrome, or whether she rejects the existence of devices or weapons that can deploy such energy against the human target. After multiple attempts to communicate with Natalie, I wrote to the editor of New Republic asking to clarify her position, but to no avail. This latest tweet somewhat clarifies her position. The distinction I'm talking about is not an unimportant one. It's the difference between the causative agent and methods of its delivery. Common sense dictates that methods of delivery could be more than one. Since the causative agent is an unconventional one, the devices delivering it might or might not look conventional. Limiting one's imagination to a ray gun demonstrates lack of one's imagination and intellectual laziness. Natalie dismisses massive amount of literature on the subject and explicit statements of neuroweapon experts at National Academy of Sciences, physicists, neurologists, and intelligence agencies. Hope to have a serious conversation with you one day, Natalie. And that's all for this media update. Please send your comments and questions to @PSardonicus on Twitter. Until next time.